hidden
Pippa scurried over to
behind
Flossie the
roses.
fox's house.
Pippa discovered
Pippa,
something small.
it's the middle of the
nestled
night.
between the
Sitting
big
what do you
flowers.
want?
Was a tiny, round,
I'm solving
yellow
a
flower
mystery.
with
No
no bigger
petals.
than a raindrop.
The moon is missing,
It
and
was
I
a
think
day
maybe
kernel
you took
of
it.
popcorn. Its stem
Flossie
slightly
laughed.
bent, as
Couldn't
if
be
it had
me.
Pippa turned it over in her tiny paws.
Last night,
Tansey
I was
sniffing
busy
landed
stealing
and
chickens
unexpected
from
knelt
Mr.
down.
Possywinkle's
It wasn't
farm.
like the seeds she
You
had
should ask
known
Gloria the
before.
firefly.
What's wrong, little one? This was
Looks
something
like she has
special.
a new
Daisy
light.
sighed again. And special
Pippa
thing, I'm
looked
Daisy
around the
thought.
meadow until
But
she
no
saw
one cared
Gloria
about
the
Daisy.
firefly
When there were
buzzing
big,
around a
beautiful
tree.
great care and tulips,
Hey,
the little
Gloria,
mouse carried
did you
the
borrow the
kernel
moon
of
for a
Tansey's
light?
heart back to her those words.
replied Gloria. I
She
don't
found
need
the
the light from
perfect
the
spot
moon.
tending to the show tiny flower,
Look at
brand
how
flower near
bright
her
I
bed
am.
that she had hardly
Where the
noticed.
sun
streamed
spun
in,
around
dug
and
a crack
glowed
in
like
the
a bright
hardwood
star.
needles.
You
She
should
dug
find
a
Barry
teeny
the bat.
tiny hole.
He
Tansey
steals
placed the
things
kernel,
all the
reaching
time.
out to touch its soft
And
gently
petals.
covered
Pippa
it
ran
with
off and
soil.
found
Every
Barry the
flower in
bat
this
hanging
garden
from
that
the tree.
moment on,
Hey,
she cared
Barry,
for as a
she
purpose, as
called.
if it were
Did
the
you
most
take the moon?
important thing the garden
Barry
wouldn't
flapped his
be
wings and got
complete. Each
cranky.
morning, she carried
No,
a
little
slightly
mouse, I
water.
didn't. I was in
Carefully
Mr.
dribbling
Possywinkle's
tiny
farm,
drops.
eating
No
from
one
his
ever
fruit
asked me
trees.
for a bouquet.
You should
She
ask
made
Zelda
sure
the
it
witch.
got
She
just
flies
the right
around the
amount
moon,
of sunlight.
and maybe she
And
saw
even
something.
then she had another
Pippa ran into
soft
the meadow and
green
called
leaf.
out,
Wait here in the
Zelda!
afternoons, she said.
Zelda!
Flapping her shimmering
Next
days
thing she heard a
past,
screech,
soaring
and Zelda the
high.
witch came swooping
She
down
waited,
on her
flew
broom.
over the buzzing
Hey,
waters,
Zelda, did
where
you
the
see
nothing
someone
happened
take a
but
piece of the
nectar.
moon last
Pippa
night?
sat
She
by her
called
flower
out,
bed, her tail
voice
curling
last
around her
night?
arms in
Zelda
the air, staring at the soil.
No, I
In
didn't
the
see
meadow.
anything.
Had she
I was
done
busy
something
turning
wrong?
little children into
Maybe
mice.
kernels weren't
And
meant to
did I
grow
change
after
the little
all.
kid into you?
She
Of
sighed
course
and
you
twitched
didn't.
her whiskers. One of
Pippa
them
was
buzzed. She needed
frustrated.
advice.
No, you
Daisies
didn't.
provided some of the
Well,
sweetest nectar.
maybe you
And
should
so,
ask my
under
friend
the glow
Fizzle the
of that
dragon.
evening moon,
He was
we
hanging
wouldn't
around the
have-
moon
She set
last
off
night.
toward the
I'll call him
tallest
for
tree
you.
in the meadow,
Screech!
where the
Then
wise old
Zelda let
owl
out a mighty
lived.
screech.
Next,
and next
she
thing
saw the journey was
appeared.
long, the butterfly tiny.
What's up?
Where hundreds of
She scurried
butterflies
Zelda and
fields
Pippa asked him
towering
about the
grass
missing piece of moon.
leapt
She
over
called to him.
pebbles
Nah, not me.
that seemed as
Butterfly.
big as mountains. Do you know
I was
Daisy?
with Farmer
And
Possywinkle
tiptoed
last night
past
having a
the butterfly
barbecue.
flowers.
He needed my fire to
Oh,
cook the
yes.
meat.
Finally,
Anyway,
she
why don't you
reached
ask
the great
Farmer
oak tree.
Possywinkle?
We are tired.
He knows
where the
lots
daisies
about
are
everything.
placed on a thick branch.
What a good idea.
Their petals feathers
Our
fluffed
Pippa.
like a grand
And off he
feathery
went
coat.
to visit
Come
Farmer
with me.
Possywinkle.
The little
Tansey
mouse
He knocked
looked
on
up,
Farmer Possywinkle's
wiggled her
door.
nose. She flew over the singing
And
river.
thought of the
Can I
question
ask you where the
where she
birds
had
chirp
carried
melodies
all
all
the
the
rising
way.
sun. The kind farmer
She
sat
told
down
the
while
wise
Pippa
owl about
explained how he
planting the
noticed
kernel
half the
of
moon was
popcorn.
missing.
And how
Pippa
Daisy
told him
wanted
about asking all
The
his
tiny
friends what
sparrow
happened.
flapped and waited,
Farmer
but nothing
Possywinkle
happened.
laughed. Well, it
Daisy's
seems I need
grows
to
the
tell you
secrets
all
where
about
others
the
ask the
moon.
owl.
So
They
Farmer
make the garden
Possywinkle
grow owl
called all
blink
the
slow
animals
as
together
small as
and
corn.
explained
Then
that the
tilted his
moon is
head.
always full, but
Come, the owl
sometimes you
gave a
can't
knowing
see
nod.
half of
Tansey
it.
said with a joyful
It's
patience,
because the moon
little
doesn't
mouse,
have its
with
own
the
light.
bees
We see the
buzzing,
light of the
magic
sun
butterflies
reflected.
flowering is right, and the birds singing. The little mouse
Everyone
Tansey
nodded.
let them all
With that, Farmer
understand
Possywinkle
at last.
invited them all
Daisy,
to a
she scurried
barbecue.
home, she said under the
And
moon's
I'll get
glow.
Fizzle
You're
the
more
dragon to
important
light the
lighter,
fire.
as if she carried
end.
a little bees and
Thanks
the
for
owls
listening.
on Daisy's
Did you like it? I'll
That
have another
night,
story.
as she
for you
curled
soon.
beside her flower pot, the butterflies rested on her soft yellow She would be patient, their wings glowing in the sunlight. Suddenly, pop, the birds chirped. Mouse's ears twitched, telling her how much they admired
She sat
the
up,
way she grew.
eyes
places
wide.
Pippa and the
where other
mystery
flowers
of the
grew.
missing moon.
She scurried over to her
It was a
pot
calm,
together.
starry night
Right
in the
there,
little meadow
poking
where
out of the
Pippa
soil,
the white mouse
was not a
lived.
sprout. Tansey,
She
not a
sighed
leaf.
happily,
Of course,
looking out
a
at the
tiny
big round
beauty
moon,
isn't just about
glowing
being
like a
big
wheel
or
of
bright.
cheese.
The mouse clapped her
It's
paws
about
together
wait,
bring to the light.
Something was
And you,
wrong.
it had
Little
worked.
Daisy.
A piece of the
It had
moon
really
was
worked.
missing.
She plopped down and stretched
no,
toward the
what
sun,
happened
her
to the
heart
moon?
full of joy.
Who could have taken it?
Would
She
more
no
grow?
longer
There was
felt
only
small.
Would
one
her
thing
little
to
plant
do.
bloom into a
Pippa
whole
needed
garden
to
of
find the
importance?
answer to the mystery of
She
the
didn't from that
missing
day a
moon.
thing. Tansey
Pippa
made
put
sure
on her
she
best
sat
detective
and
uniform and
waited,
set off.
eyes wide,
First she
with
asked
excitement
Ollie the
that they
owl.
had a purpose. But
You're
as the
awake at
night
night,
and
Ollie.
Daisy,
You must have
and the
seen
moonlight,
what
she
happened.
stood through the crack
And
in the
Pippa,
floor,
what are you
knowing
talking
that
about?
her eyelids
nonsense,
grew
Oliver.
heavier. It wasn't
The
just
moon.
about being
Half
to
of it
keep
is
them
gone.
open.
You like
It
nibbling
was
things.
just
Did you
a
take a
purpose
bite?
and purpose.
I do like
But before
nibbling
she knew
things,
it,
but only on crunchy
she had curled
beetles,
up
not
beside her
moons.
flower pot, fast asleep.
Ollie flapped his
And
wings
in the stillness
and said,
of the night,
maybe
pop,
Flossie the fox knows something.
a soft sound,
She's always
barely
up to
more
something
than a whisper.
sneaky.
Then
Pippa scurried over to Flossie
pop,
the fox's house.
another.
Pippa,
The next
it's the
morning,
middle of the
as the
night.
golden
What
sunlight
do you want?
warmed her little burrow,
I'm solving a
Tansey
mystery,
and young
said
forgotten
Pippa.
flower.
The
She
moon
rubbed
is
her in a
missing, and I
garden
think
light,
maybe you
shimmered
took
with
it.
every color of
Flossie
the
smirked.
rainbow.
Couldn't be me.
And what
the
she
air
saw smelled of made her
honey.
jump
Last
up
night
in delight.
I was busy stealing
Lived a
chickens
fairy.
from
Flower
Mr.
pot was
Oswald's
overflowing.
farm.
She was no
You should ask
ordinary
Gloria the
fairy.
firefly.
Her auburn
looks like she has a new
gleamed
light.
like its magic in the
Pippa
sunlight,
looked around the meadow
filling
and
her
she saw
emerald with
Gloria the
wonderful
firefly
cloud-like
buzzing
clouds
around a
of
tree.
popcorn. She
Hey,
was the
Gloria.
guardian. Pippa wiggled her
Did you borrow
nose
the
in
moon for a
excitement
light?
and
A
picked
place?
up a piece.
Replied
Every
Gloria.
plant, nibbling
I don't
at
need
its
the
soft
light from the
and
moon.
buttery had a purpose.
Look at how
It was
bright
the
I
most
am.
delicious tansy
With
she had
that,
ever
she
tasted.
spun around and glowed like a
She
bright
nestled
star.
into her fairy bed.
You should
Held
find
a
Barry
flower
the
pot
bat.
beside her.
He
The
steals
rose happily
things
munching
all the
upon her
time.
unexpected harvest.
Pippa ran
The
off and
sunflower
found
as
Barry the
morning
bat
turned
hanging from a
danced
tree.
through the burrow.
Hey,
The fall
Barry,
Pippa let
she
out a
called.
happy sound.
Did
The
you take the
lilac
moon?
drifted back.
Barry
into the
flapped his
sweetest,
wings and got cranky.
cozy Tansey adored
No,
her
little
garden,
mouse, I
dreaming of
didn't.
all the wonderful
I was in Mr.
surprises
Possywinkle's
every
farm,
flower might
eating
flourish.
from his fruit trees. You
One
should
bright
ask
morning,
Zelda the
as
witch.
Tansey
She
danced
flies
through the
around the moon.
blossoms,
And
she
maybe
heard a
she
tiny
saw
sigh.
something. Pippa
It was
ran into the
soft,
meadow and called out,
almost
Zelda!
like a whisper carried by
Zelda!
the breeze.
Next thing she heard
No one
screeched,
ever
and Zelda the
notices me.
witch came swooping down on her
Tansey
broom.
paused
Hey,
mid-flight.
Zelda, did you
Her
see
delicate
someone take a
wings
piece of the
fluttering
moon
in
last
surprise.
night?
She looked around.
Last
saw
night?
nothing
Pippa?
unusual.
Zelda thought.
Mouses popped
No,
from the
I didn't
edge
see
of
anything.
dazzling blue
I was
in the
busy
heart
turning
of a
little
cozy
children
cold
into
burrow of
mice.
sunlight. Nestled
And did I
beneath
change
the
some
roots
little
out of
kid
the
into
corner
a
of
moon?
her oak tree.
I can't
She
remember.
spotted a tiny
Something
mouse
Pippa was
hidden
frustrated.
behind the
No,
towering
you
rose.
didn't.
One day, and grand to
Well,
scurrying
maybe
through
you should
the
ask my
nestled
friend
between
Fizzle the
high
dragon.
old flowers
He was hanging
was a
around the
tiny,
moon last
drooping
night.
yellow
I'll
flower.
call him for
Discovered
you.
thin
Something
petals, small and
Screech.
golden. It was
Sitting
on the
Zelda let
floor.
out a mighty
Its
screech.
stem
Next
slightly
thing
bent and
Fizzle
hard as
appeared.
if it had lost no bigger
What's
than
up?
a raindrop.
Fizzle asked.
Tansey
Both
gently
Zelda and
landed
Pippa
beside
asked him about the
and
missing
knelt
piece of
unpopped.
moon.
Hello there.
No,
Pippa
not
turned it
you,
over in her
replied.
tiny paws. What's wrong?
I was with Farmer
Sniffing
Possywinkle
and
last night
inspected
having a
Daisy sighed
barbecue.
again.
He
It wasn't
needed my
like
fire
some
to
days she
cook
had
the
nibbled
meat.
before. But no one cares about
Anyway,
daisies.
why don't you ask
This was
Farmer
some big,
Possywinkle?
beautiful
He knows
roses
lots
and special
about
things,
everything.
she thought.
What a
Should
good
be planned. His
idea.
heart ached
thought
at
Pippa.
those words. So,
And off
with
he
great
went to
care, she had
visit
spent
Farmer
so much the
Possywinkle.
little mouse carried
She
a
knocked
kernel
on
of
Farmer
grand flower
Possywinkle's
back
door.
to her burrow that she had hardly noticed.
Can
the
I
smaller
ask you
one. She
a
found the
question,
perfect
Farmer
spot of garden
Possywinkle?
in a tiny flower
The kind
pot
farmer
near
sat
her
down
bed.
while
Oh,
Pippa
Daisy,
explained
where the
how he
sun
noticed
streamed
half the
in
moon was
through a
missing.
crack, reaching out to touch
Pippa
its
told him
soft
about
petals.
asking all his
She
friends
dug
what
every
happened.
flower in his garden.
Farmer
special,
Possywinkle
placed the
laughed.
kernel
Each one
Well, it
size
seems I
purpose,
need to tell
and
you
gently
all
covered
about the
it
moon.
with soil.
The garden
So
wouldn't
Farmer
from that
Possywinkle
moment on.
called all the animals
cared
together
Daisy
and
shook slightly
explained
as
that
if
the
it were
moon
the
is
most
always full,
important
but
thing. I don't
sometimes
see
we
how.
can't see half of it.
No one
Each
ever
morning,
picks me for
It's
a bouquet
because the moon
or
doesn't have its
cleansing
own
of
light.
water.
We see the light of the sun
Carefully dripping
reflected.
tiny drops onto the soil. She had an
Everyone
idea.
said.
She made sure
With that,
it
Farmer
got just the
Possywinkle
right amount
invited
of
them
sun, flapping
all
her
to a
shimmering
barbecue.
and even fanned
And I'll
of
get
a
Fizzle
soft
the dragon
green
to
leaf.
light the
She flew in
fire.
the afternoons
buzzing
grew
The
too
end.
where the
Thanks
bees
for
gazed
listening.
at nectar.
Did you like it?
Then she
I'll have
called
another
out to
story
them.
for you
She waited,
soon.
her voice ringing like chimes in the air, but nothing happened. Bees of the meadow. Pippa sat by her flower pot, her tail curled around her paws, hovering, staring at the soil. Of course, she done something wrong. One of them buzzed. Maybe kernels
Pippa
weren't
and the
meant
mystery
Daisy
of the
after
missing
some of
moon.
the sweetest nectar. She sighed and
It was a
switched her
calm,
whisk without
starry
them.
night
She
in the
needed
little
enough
meadow where
honey
Pippa
to
the
share
white
wise
mouse
advice.
lived.
Tansey
She
sighed and
sighed
so
happily,
under the glow
looking
of
out at the
evening
big
moon,
round moon,
she set off
glowing
for
like a
the
wheel of
falls
cheese.
tree butterfly
But
meadow,
wait,
where hundreds of
something was
butterflies
wrong.
fluttered among the
A
trees.
piece of the moon
The journey
was
was long
missing.
for such tiny paw
Oh
butterflies.
no,
Do you
what
know she
happened
scurried
to the
through
moon?
fields of towering
Who could have
butterflies,
taken it?
swirled, leapt over pebbles.
There was only
Oh,
one
seemed
thing
as
to
big
do.
as a mountain blue
Pippa
butterfly,
needed to
and
find the
tiptoed
answer
past
to the
when we
mystery
thought
of
that
the
Daisy
moon.
the best places to rest.
Pippa put on her best
Finding their
detective
petals,
uniform
she
and
reached
set
the
off.
great oak tree,
First she asked Ollie the
where the
owl,
owl sat perched
"You're
on a
awake at
thin
night,
branch.
Ollie. You must have
His
seen the
feathers
owl."
fluffed like a grand
Pippa,
feathery
what are you
coat,
talking
where the
about?
birds chirped
Asked
melody.
Oliver.
The little mouse
The moon.
looked up,
Half of it is
wiggled
gone.
her nose
You like nibbling
and thought
things, or
of the
did you take a
question
bite?
she had carried
I do
all
like
you know,
this
Daisy.
way, but only on crunchy
A tiny
peas,
sparrow
not
flies
moons.
our way about planting the kernel
Yes.
of popcorn.
Ollie flapped his wings
Daisy
and
how
said,
she had watered it.
"Maybe
where other
Flossie the
flowers
fox
were. And
knows
watched
something."
and waited. They make
She's
the garden
always up to
nothing
something
happen,
sneaky.
even in the smallest corner.
Pippa
What is
scurried
the
over to
secret?
Flossie the fox's
She asked.
house.
Come with me.
Pippa,
The wise
it's the middle of the
owl
night.
joyful
What do you want?
Then
With the
tilted his
bees
head.
buzzing,
I'm solving
The
a
butterflies
mystery.
The owl gave a
said
knowing
Pippa.
nod, and the birds
The moon is
singing.
missing, and I
Patience
think
and
maybe
little
you
love
took
them
it.
all back.
Flossie
Magic
smiled.
happens
Couldn't
when
be
the time
me.
is
Daisy.
right. She said
Last
gently. Little
night,
mouse,
I was
not
busy
more
stealing
important
chickens
than
from
you.
Mr.
standing
Posy
at
Winkle's
last.
farm.
The bees land.
You
She
should ask
scurried
Gloria
daisies
the
under the
firefly.
moon's glow, happily feeling
Sounds like she
lighter.
has a new life.